Welcome back, everyone. This is Used Car Salesman GTA Failer. Thank you so much for coming into our showroom today. This is the first in a series of videos where I will show you every single vehicle in the game. Note that all of our vehicles are available for purchase at the low price of $0. Conveniently, you'll find the keys sitting in every car in town. Once you see a car you like, just hop in and drive off, even if there are people in that car. If you don't like the color of your newly purchased vehicle, just drive it into any paint and spray for a quick and easy paint job and detail. For each vehicle in Vice City, I'm going to show you all fixed spawns of that vehicle. I'll give you a good look around all four sides of the first fixed spawn so you can see your potential new purchase from all angles. So here we're looking at the Admiral from all sides. I'll drive the last fixed spawn of each vehicle over to the stadium, and then I'll push the pedal to the metal to show you what each car can do. During my test drive, I'll try to drive all the way from the stadium to the lighthouse, but the police and SWAT aren't always thrilled with the way that I drive, so they'll try to stop me before I get to that lighthouse. If I do manage to get all the way to the lighthouse, I'll show you how that vehicle performs in water, so that you can make an informed decision about which vehicle you'll be taking home today. During the whole drive, I'll share lots of details about the given vehicle, which I'll read from the wiki. I'll do the land vehicles first, and I'll make separate videos about boats and aircraft. Note that some fixed spawns only show up after certain missions have been completed. For example, 2 bloodring bangers spawn right outside the stadium only after you pass the mission bloodring. So I'm using a late game save file here and in future vehicles videos so that I can show you every fixed spawn. Finally, like any OCD car salesman, we're going through these vehicles alphabetically, which is why we're starting here with the Admiral. If I do happen to miss a fixed spawn that you know about, leave a note in the comments. Okay, so there are 2 fixed spawns of the Admiral. I showed you both of them. The Admiral is one of 24 cars required for the Sunshine Autos import list. Now let's go ahead and read from the wiki, which says the Admiral is a 4-door sedan featured in both the 3D universe and HD universe. In the HD universe, it's manufactured by the company Dundreary. Okay, let's see. From the GTA Vice City website, it's an efficient German cruiser popular with commuter belt middlemen. In Vice City, the car assumes the form of a small luxury sedan resembling a Mercedes-Benz W123 with a rear fascia similar to a BMW E30. Okay, so what I'm about to do as I start my test drive beginning here at the stadium and trying to get all the way to the lighthouse is I'm going to pause the game. I'm going to type in a health cheat code to restore the health of this Admiral to 100%, and I'm also going to type in the wanted cheat code 3 times in order to get a 6-star wanted level. I won't show you this part of the future clips for the other vehicles, but just because it's the first time I'm showing it to you. And now we begin our test drive. Flooring it. Look out. Okay, coming back to the wiki, in terms of performance, the car is generally acceptable with lightweight, stable handling, and good acceleration and top speed, to the point it is offered as a starter car, which the player may control first in Vice City. Surprisingly, it is front-wheel drive, in contrast to the Mercedes 190 or BMW E30, which are both rear-wheel drive, making it quite susceptible to understeer. However, in the opening cutscene in Vice City with the transaction in terms of the drugs and the money with the Vance brothers, one can notice that after Tommy leaps in through the window and Ken Rosenberg drives away, the rear wheels swirl before he drives away, indicating a rear-wheel drive. Come on, Rockstar, that's a huge mistake. Okay, special variants here in Vice City. That vehicle that we talked about from the opening cutscenes belongs to Ken Rosenberg. It is in a unique white color. A heavier Admiral is seen in Jury Fury, but it is unobtainable. A unique silver color Admiral, which is all-proof and has pop-proof tires, can be acquired in Guardian Angels. It belongs to Ricardo Diaz. Unique black Admirals can be stolen in both Checkout at the Check-In and the mission Loose Ends. Prominent appearances in missions. So we mentioned in the beginning, that very first mission, we mentioned Jury Fury. I think we mentioned Guardian Angels, Checkout at the Check-In, Loose Ends. Yeah, okay, we mentioned all of those things. And then coming down to the trivia section of the wiki, as our test drive is just going swimmingly here. A 3D Universe Admiral appears in Manhunt 2, which is another Rockstar game, and there was a real-life car made by GM's Opel division called the Admiral. The Admiral is the first vehicle seen in Vice City. The Admiral in the PC version of Vice City is much darker compared to the PS2 version. I'm looking at the picture in the wiki here. I wouldn't say it's much darker. It's like a shade darker. And in Vice City Stories, the Admiral shares the same engine and horn with the Landstalker. During the development of Vice City, the car originally had GTA 3 tire rims. Look out, we're smoking, there's a tank, and we are toast. I hope you enjoyed that test drive of the Admiral. We move right along to the next vehicle alphabetically, which is the ambulance. Look carefully at this blue symbol on the side of the ambulance. Inside of that is a sperm cell. Here in the US, the ambulances typically feature a Star of Life symbol. Looks just like that blue asterisk thing, but in the middle, it's not supposed to be a sperm cell. It's supposed to be the Asclepius symbol, which is a rod featuring a serpent twirling around it. There are exactly 3 fixed spawns of ambulances here in Vice City. Of course, the ambulance is required for doing the paramedic mission. Remember, when you pass 12 levels here in Vice City, you are rewarded with infinite sprint. Reading from the wiki, the ambulance is an emergency vehicle that has appeared in almost every GTA title. It is manufactured by Brute in the HD universe. It is designed based on various generations of the Ford E-Series chassis, mainly the 3rd and 4th generations. The design of the rear compartment remains the same on all models, but the cabin and details are different from one GTA game to the next. In terms of performance, it is fairly fast for its class and has decent brakes, but is very top-heavy and unstable, making it prone to rolling over. Yeah, and there isn't a whole heck of a lot of time to talk about the ambulance here because, unsurprisingly, it does not fare well in our test drive. Yeah, you can think about, sort of which vehicles you think will do well in terms of trying to get to the lighthouse, or at least close to the lighthouse. Obviously, you want something that's fast, but that's not always enough. I find that if my tires get popped during this test drive, it's all like it's going to be over momentarily, like just very soon after the tires get popped. Next up is the Angel. There are exactly 2 fixed spawns for the Angel right here, both in front of the greasy chopper. Oh, check out all the red, white, and blue stuff there. Awesome. And you got the saddlebags there in the back. That's pretty cool. Okay, reading from the wiki, the Angel, known as the Biker Angel in Vice City Stories, is a motorcycle featured in Vice City, Liberty City Stories, Vice City Stories, The Lost and the Damned, and Chinatown Wars. In the HD universe, it is manufactured by Western Motorcycle Company. Okay, in terms of design, in Vice City and Liberty City Stories, the Angel is similar to the Freeway, featuring only minor alterations, including its side panniers, which are the saddlebags, and patriotic paintwork, similar to Peter Fonda's motorbike in the film Easy Rider. Okay, in terms of performance, again, it's going to be similar to the Freeway. Being heavy, the vehicle has a wider turning radius and a further stopping distance, but makes up for that with a powerful engine that provides the motorcycle moderately good top speeds and acceleration. Like the Freeway, it is also difficult to execute wheelies and stoppies with the bike, due largely, again, to its heavy weight. In terms of notable owners, Angels of Death, Lance Vance, Liberty City Bikers, Mitch Baker, and the Vice City Bikers. Not all of those from this game, obviously. There are some special variants. Oh, look out. I thought I was real toast with my test drive here since I fell off, and I thought maybe that officer right next to me might knock me off the bike, or some of the SWAT guys coming down might shoot me. But nope, this test drive is going swimmingly now that we're back on track. So there are some special variants in some of the other GTA games, but not here in Vice City, so I won't read about the other variants in the other games. I mentioned just the 2 fixed spawns over there in front of the greasy chopper. Coming down to the trivia, the name of the vehicle, again this is the Angel, is most likely a reference to the biker gang from the original GTA game, that is GTA 1, and the biker gang in that game was called the Angels, and the Angels were in turn a reference to the notorious Hells Angels motorcycle club. Beep. Yeah, I have trouble with the turning radius in this bike. I always expect it to turn sooner than it ends up turning. I also found as I was doing all these test drives that the tanks here behave differently than they did in GTA 3. Like in GTA 3, the tanks, the oncoming tanks, would try to turn into me as they were coming up to me, and usually they weren't able to turn fast enough to hit me, but anyway, they tried. But here in Vice City, the oncoming tanks just go straight. They don't start to try to plow into me until they've already, passed me going the wrong way. Okay, coming back to the trivia, in Vice City Stories, there is a fixed radio station, or 2, but not here in this game. Okay, and this has been our most successful test drive to date. And like I said, any vehicle that makes it to the lighthouse gets to show off its water capabilities or lack thereof. I hadn't decided what I was going to do when I got to the lighthouse here. I just launched off the rock. Fabulous. Well done, Angel. A steal at $0. Consider taking one home today. Next up is the baggage handler, which has exactly 4 fixed spawns here in Vice City. It is one of the vehicles required for the Sunshine Autos import garage. Reading from the wiki, the baggage handler, or just baggage, is a small airport tug featured in Vice City, San Andreas, Vice City Stories, and Chinatown Wars. In terms of the design, the baggage handler is presumably based on an older Clark CT towing tractor with a flattened design. In Vice City and Vice City Stories, the vehicle is designed as an open-air single-seat airport tug where the front end is rounded and features a small bumper at the bottom and a square-shaped grille with 4 separations in the center, while the sections beside it house circular headlights and small indicators above. The front engine compartment is relatively large and mounts what looks like an exhaust on the right-hand side. The driver's section is situated behind the engine compartment and is offset to the left, with the steering wheel centered to the seat and small dials on the right. There's a luggage compartment with guardrails and cases. Yeah, I'm always impressed with the details here on all the vehicles on the wiki. It's crazy. Like, people really spend a lot of time putting this thing together. It's awesome. Okay, performance. The slow speed, weak construction, and poor handling of the baggage handler make driving one of these on a heavily traveled high-speed thoroughfare extremely treacherous. Yeah, what if you have 6 stars? All right, here I'm showing you an alternate way of getting out of the airport section. You can kind of go behind these billboards here off to the right. Furthermore, the baggage handler is highly susceptible to damage from weapons to the point where close-range shotgun blasts can physically move the vehicle. Nice. All renditions of the baggage handler use an electric engine according to the files, although San Andreas' rendition features a small petrol-like engine. Here in this game, the vehicle uses a single-speed CVT gearbox and all-wheel drive layout and little to no engine sound. Good to know. Okay, prominent appearances and missions. Like I mentioned, it's required at Sunshine Autos. And let's see, radio stations. Default in San Andreas is Kja West. Trivia, security guards of the Patrol Investment Group, or PIG for short, can be seen driving baggage handlers as their, quote, gang car. Okay, and I think that's about all there is to say about baggage handlers. Unsurprisingly, because of the poor speed, it does not do well on our test drive. But still, you could consider buying one today if it's your thing. Next up is the Banshee, which has 2 fixed spawns. It is required for the Sunshine Autos import garage. From the wiki, the Banshee is a recurring mid-size sports car appearing in every GTA game since GTA 3 and is due to appear in the upcoming GTA 6. Reading from the GTA 5 description, the name says it all. You can weave in and out of traffic with ease in this little number. Get a blow-up doll for the passenger seat and ride in the HOV lane. Apex predators beware. All right, let's take a look at the design of the Banshee. Let's see. In GTA 3, San Andreas, Liberty City Stories, the Banshee resembles a first-generation Dodge Viper RT/10 with its dual exhaust and curvilinear design. I don't see anything here about Vice City in this paragraph. Oh, wait, it's the next paragraph. In Vice City, the Banshee resembles a mid-80s model Corvette C4 with its angular design and dual twin exhaust. This model only used a smaller range of single-tone colors. You can see the red one that we're driving to our favorite spot in front of the stadium. Performance. Being a sports coupe laid out in an FR layout, what the heck is an FR layout? Connected to a 5-speed transmission, the Banshee in the GTA 3 era is one of the fastest sports cars, but requires a tactile driving style to perform well. I'm going to crush it on my test drive. Fishtailing and spinouts are common if moderation is not used with the throttle. The game's engine performance stats remain unchanged throughout the different games. Top speed of 124 miles an hour, weight of 3,086 pounds, and all-wheel disc brakes. Sweet. Yeah, this is a nice car. Okay, are there any variants here? Yeah, there's something in GTA 4, variant in GTA 3, but none here in Vice City. Okay, moving right along, prominent appearances and missions. Yeah, so there's one that spawns in at the pier entrance during the mission called the Party. The Banshee is used in all Vice Street Racer races. We'll do those in a later video. Cool, cool. Oh, we're making excellent time on this test drive. This is easy. Okay, and then trivia. The Banshee is a female spirit in Irish mythology, usually seen as an omen of death and the messenger from the underworld. It is one of 7 vehicles in the series named after mythical creatures. The other 6 are the Hydra, the demon, but spelled Daemon. Oh, please drive. Please get away. Anytime we're stopped, it's troublesome because there's tanks all over the place. The Phoenix, the Leviathan, the Kraken, the Chimera, and the Valkyrie. Cool. Yeah, so now we've got some pop tires here, and as I mentioned before, this typically spells the end very soon, just because I can't get my speed up, and it's very easy to lose control, even without getting clobbered by one of these Barracks OLs chasing me. The only nice thing about having 4 pop tires is that I no longer have to worry about avoiding the spike strips that the police throw up. But I do have to worry about catching on fire, which we did. Next up is the Barracks OL, which has exactly 2 fixed spawns, both of which are on this military base to our right here. And that's really problematic because the military base has a bunch of soldiers who shoot first and ask questions later. Surprisingly, there were none of them around. You can see me looking around here looking for the soldiers and waiting to get shot. But now we can take a leisurely look at the Barracks OL. And then we'll drive over to the other fixed spawn, which is just basically straight in front of us here and off to the left a little bit. And I was stunned and I saw, again, no soldiers. This was my lucky day. But then my luck kind of ran out because this barracks was unlocked. And yeah, we're just going to cut this clip. Tommy was fine. He was fine. So a different clip. And now this time it's going to be unlocked, but we're going to get shot up so much just on the short drive to get off of the base that I'm going to have to use the vehicle health cheat code, which is aspirin. I think I use it a few times. So yeah, we got like a tire issue there. So here I'm typing aspirin. We're on fire again. Type aspirin again. Please leave me alone. I'm just a used car salesman trying to make an honest living. Okay, phew. All right, now we head back to the stadium. Reading from the wiki, the Barracks, also formerly known as the Barracks OL, is a military truck featured in both the 3D and HD universes. It is manufactured by HVY. Reading from the GTA 5 in-game description, hope you've got a big garage, a 6-wheel Army personnel truck with reinforced frame and suspension. The Barracks is ideal for transporting armed troops and carpooling obese American kids. Built by the U.S. in the 1980s, sold to Iraq in the 1990s, captured from the Iraqis by Americans in the 2000s, the Barracks has a complex bloodline that took us days to get off the seats. Alrighty. The design. The Barracks OL is evidently based on the M939 5-ton truck, namely the M923A1 cargo version, albeit featuring an extra set of lights beside the grille. In Vice City, the Barracks retains the same design as from GTA 3, but the grille is depicted with 5 vertical bars, a body-colored front bumper, and gray rear-view mirrors. Again, the vehicle is depicted with an open cabin and may spawn with some extras, like the back of the truck may or may not have that, that canvas covering. Okay, performance. Well, we'll find out during our test drive. Although it is one of the heaviest vehicles in the game, it is faster than the much lighter flatbed due to its length and its 2 rear axles. However, it suffers from understeer at higher speeds. Its ramming power is impressive. It can easily penetrate a SWAT roadblock. We will just see about that. It has all-wheel drive, but because of its size and weight, it can easily get stuck in off-road terrain. Despite its size, the Barracks will explode if it collides with a Rhino tank, just as other vehicles do. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to see firsthand here during our test drive. Okay, variants. Let's see, I don't see any here for this game, so we move on. Prominent appearances in missions. Let's see. So in the mission Sir Yes Sir, 2 barracks are part of the convoy that escorts the tank, one in front and another behind the armored vehicle. Soldiers are seen in the bed. Good. And then I don't see any any trivia specific to Vice City. There is some trivia listed for the other games, but who cares about those games? We're all Vice City all the time. All right, we just have to let this tank go past us. Easy, easy. This test drive is easy. Oh, look out. Up next is the Benson, which has exactly one fixed spawn right here by the southern pay and spray on the western island. Vice and easy, that's cute. Okay, from the wiki, the Benson is a truck appearing in both the 3D and HD universe, manufactured by Vapid in the HD universe. The design, the Benson name was applied to a very different type of vehicle in Vice City, San Andreas, and Vice City Stories. It was applied to a van. Um, this version of the Benson resembles a 1979 Ford F-Series Cube van with a Luton cargo compartment. In San Andreas, it's available in several different designs and appears in red and blue body in Vice City Stories. Yeah, so I guess it's like a bigger truck in some of the later games, as opposed to being more kind of van-like. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Like, it looks like a truck even in this game. The Benson name was applied to a very different type of vehicle, a van. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about. I do like some of the different color combinations. It's always two tones, but the colors can change based on what you get when you take it to the paint spray, so that's pretty cool. Also, there was a TV show I used to watch in reruns called Benson, which I quite liked, starring the late, great Robert Guillaume. Performance. Being the smallest cube van between Vice City and Vice City Stories, the Benson has a decent top speed and quick acceleration and has room for 2 people, including the driver. However, it's prone to flipping over easily on rough terrain and when turning around corners at high speeds. Fair enough. Okay, then it talks about the livery. Oh, I see. Right. So just the kind of design that you might see on the side of the truck. In Vice City, it might say Vice and Easy and have the 2 colors, or it might be an advertisement on the side of this truck in this game for the Bitchin' Dog Food Company, which was featured in GTA 3. I don't know if that company appears in Vice City. I guess it must if it has this advertisement. We'll find out during the walking tours. Okay, no prominent appearances in missions from what I can see. And trivia, a vehicle... Let's go back. A vehicle resembling the Benson can be found in Rockstar's Manhunt. It has a unique blue and white Carcer Move livery. The Benson in Manhunt has smaller wheels, a longer roof and container. It closely resembles the HD Universe Benson rather than the 3D Universe Benson. Yeah, so I guess the wiki is saying that in this game, this is more of a van, and in the HD Universe games, the Benson is more of a truck. Okay, Vice and Easy. All right, good bounce off that pole. Let's go. If the player finds a way to get up and stand on the hood of a Benson that's being driven by an NPC and the Benson moves forward, Tommy will fall down into the cab. When he gets up, he will be stuck halfway inside the cab with his head protruding from the roof. He will not be able to get out unless the Benson crashes, where he will pop out and appear standing on its roof. Huh, who knew? All right, we're turned around. This is trouble because there's a tank. I was trying to get the barracks in front of me to shield me from the tank. No dice. So naturally, I had to test out this glitch, and I never got it to work. If you know what I'm doing wrong, let me know in the comments. So we've got Benson right here, and again, the wiki says, find a way to get up and stand on the hood of a Benson being driven by an NPC, and the Benson moves forward, Tommy will fall down into the cab. So the only thing that happened to me is that if I walked into the windshield, I fell and I lost health, even while I was like lying on top of the hood. And that happened pretty consistently. So I don't know where I'm supposed to be for the glitch. That again, it says stand on the hood. I'm not on the hood right now, but just figured I'd try hopping up here, and then we'll try one more time. We're gonna shoot this guy's Benson just to get him moving a little bit faster. But look at my health, 178, and then I walk into the windshield and 0. Ouch. Next up is the BF Injection. It's got exactly one fixed spawn. It's on the beach just a bit southeast of the Malibu Club. So here it is. We'll get a good look at this thing. No need for air conditioning. We got lots of open spaces all around the seats here. It's a pretty cool looking vehicle, I think. Awesome. Let's take the drive over to the Western Island. From the wiki, the Injection, formerly named BF Injection, is a dune buggy and off-road coupe that appears in the 3D universe as well as GTA 5 and GTA Online. Following the release of GTA 5, the BF name is labeled as a manufacturer. That's why it's just the Injection at some point. From the GTA 5 in-game description, super reinforced shocks, perfect for cushioning when you are jumping sand dunes and landing with such ferocity they could bite your tongue in two. Oof. In terms of design, the vehicle resembles a slightly enlarged Myers Manx, M-A-N-X, a kit car made from a Volkswagen Beetle. It was designed by Bruce F. B.F. Myers and was at one point manufactured by his company B.F. Myers & Co., hence the BF part on the name of this vehicle in the GTA universe. The vehicle retained the generally exaggerated design with a rounded body, open cab, exposed rear engine, and large wheels. Cool. Okay, let's take a look at the performance. Let's see. All renditions of the BF Injection are powered by a small turbocharged V8 engine, except the San Andreas rendition, which has a flat 4-cylinder engine. Okay, fair enough. Special variants, none in this game. Prominent appearances in missions. Right, so in the mission The Chase, the Shark's leader will flee on a BF Injection to Prawn Island. Although we're going to try to do a glitch where he doesn't even get to drive his own car. Sad for him. Okay, and trivia. I will mention the BF name. Alternatively, the BF may also be a play on beef injection, a slang term for sexual intercourse. Oh, I thought for sure I'd get past that tank. Come on. Next up is the BLista Compact, which multiple websites says there's one fixed spawn right here by the stadium. But when I first loaded this save state and I drove all the way around the stadium, there was no BLista here. And then I reloaded the save state and drove all the way around and no BLista, and finally reloaded again. And on my third pass, I did see a BLista here. So I don't know if I can call it a fixed spawn because it seems like it's not consistent. It's not reliable. But anyway, it was here on the third attempt. And we can go ahead and read about the BLista. It is required for the Sunshine Auto's Import-Export Garage. From the wiki, the BLista Compact is a recurring two-door sports hatchback featured in Vice City, San Andreas, Vice City Stories, GTA 4, Chinatown Wars, as well as the enhanced versions of GTA 5 and Online, where it is manufactured by Dinka. All right, reading from the GTA 5 in-game description. Looks can deceive. The BLista's a small, ugly hatchback, but it's got something special under the hood, a V6 front-wheel drive, to be precise. Drive it around the city, try not to crash, and don't expect to meet the love of your life, unless they're really faded. Okay. All right, design. Throughout the 3D universe, the BLista Compact remained identical in body shape and distinct features, evidently influenced by the first-generation Honda CRX in the side profile, bumpers, and greenhouse area. Okay, and how does it do in terms of performance? Well, it's doing quite well in our test drive. Since its introduction in Vice City, the BLista Compact has usually been an impressive small tuner car capable of outrunning more rare and more expensive performance cars. Changed a bit in Vice City Stories. The Vice City rendition has the same engine sound as the Taxi, different in Vice City Stories and different again in San Andreas. In this game, it's powered by a V6 engine, while other renditions are powered by an inline 4 engine. Okay, we're on the bridge. Passing tanks, no problem. Okay, taking a look at, let's see, no variants. The Go-Go Monkey BLista in GTA 5, that's cool. No variants in this game. Prominent appearances in mission, just the Sunshine Autos thing I mentioned. And then finally, trivia. It's featured in Rockstar's Manhunt. I thought I was toast here because I was out of control and stopped. The vehicle model in Manhunt originates from an early model of the BLista Compact from Vice City. The beta version of this car in Vice City had a different front and rear fascia, more closely resembling the Honda CRX. Okay, good. I thought I was in trouble here as well. But let's just keep on trucking. The lighthouse is in sight. Oh my goodness. Hold on. We lost a wheel. But I think we're safe. Yeah, so this time, this was my second successful attempt to get into the lighthouse. Oh goodness. And I didn't launch off the rock. Instead, I drove a little bit farther out onto the pier, which I didn't even know was a thing until I was doing this particular test drive, but it is. So we took it. Hello, officer. And now we lost more wheels, but that's okay. And that is a successful test drive by the BLista Compact. Awesome. The last vehicle we'll cover in this video is the bloodring banger. Now there's two of them that spawn after you pass bloodring. We're going to look at the Glendale variant here, and we'll start the next video with the oceanic variant. First, I'll take a look at some of the advertisements. So on the back there above the license plate, it says "Dunk Your Nuts." And then I had a very difficult time reading, even with the sniper aim thing, the scope. But anyway, that one says Beef Bandit. I only know that because of the wiki, and that one over there says Nutsack Classy. And then here on the side, we'll see an advertisement for Musty Pines, which is like a terrible retirement home, the final countdown, and then that pizza, the pepperoni thing on the right is obviously well-stacked pizza. So from the wiki, the blood ring banger is evidently a vehicle modified for use in demolition derbies. It is stripped down with added safety features for the driver, as well as unconventional color schemes and racing numbers. It's used in this game in the Blood Ring mission, and it's used in San Andreas in Blood Bowl, and it only appears in those two games. Okay, so we talked about the advertisements there. That's cool. And then trivia for this game. Banger is a slang term for an old, worn-out car, and it's a British slang term for a female breast, possibly another crude joke by Rockstar. Oh, possibly, you think? Okay, so I thought that the Bloodring Banger was going to do well in this challenge because it's pretty darn fast, but to my surprise, it did not have a great showing here on the test drive. Look out. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.